Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my review of the QNAP TurboNAS TS-451. Please do stay tuned right throughout to the very end of this video. I'm going to show you how to actually physically install a hard drive inside, also look at the user interface and give you my opinion of this particular product. Now, what is a NAS device? Well, a network attached storage device is primarily a central storage location for all of your files. You populate this with up to 4 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch SATA drives, and then you centrally store all of your video files, your work files, documents, etc., and you can then access them across multiple devices. But this does so much more than that. It can act as a backup station, a photo station, a music station, video station. The list goes on, and it has got some very nice features on board. Now, on the front of the device, you can see the QNAP branding. We've also got some status activity lights for the various hard drives and when you've got it connected to your network. We've got the main power on off button. We've got a copy function. So if we put something inside this USB port, perhaps a USB flash drive, we can very easily copy the contents of that flash drive over to the internal storage of the device. And these are your 4 bays. These are easily removable. You simply pull up the tab, remove the hard drive caddy, and you can install the hard drives of your choice. So let's have a look at how you install a hard drive in the TS-451. Now, to install a hard drive into this particular NAS device, and in fact pretty much all of the QNAP range are going to be very similar to this, you simply pull out one of the caddies on the NAS device itself, and you'll see that on this caddy there are various mounting holes, and these come into play if you're installing either a 3.5 inch device or a 2.5 inch solid state drive. For the 2.5 inch drive you'd use these ones just here. So we've got a Western Digital red drive which we're going to pop into the caddy like so, and then it's just a simple matter of turning this over and you'll see that some of the hard drive mounting holes, this one here, here, here and here, are lined up with the threads on the hard drive. You can also see some markings on the back of the caddy showing you which ones to use if you're mounting a 2.5 inch solid state drive. So we're simply going to place this face down on my desk. I'm going to use my famous screwdriver. A lot of people ask me about this. I don't know if these are still available. This is a Kamasa screwdriver. You can see here I've already got a cross-headed screwdriver bit on it. If I push this button here, da, 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 in slow motion, I think that's what people like, is the fact that this comes out with a spring-loaded mechanism, and it's got all my different screwdriver heads inside there, but I've already got the right one in place. Now, all of the screws you need for mounting your hard drives are actually included inside the box with your TurboNAS. It's just a simple matter of screwing each one in like so. Don't over tighten them, just do them, you know, reasonably tight just to hold the hard drive in place. And then we're going to put screw number 2 in just here, and screw number 3 over the back here. And last but not least, screw number 4 goes in just here. And then once you've got all of these screws tightened up, there's no need for any cables because the connections on the back of the SATA hard drive automatically line up with the connections inside the unit. So it's just simply a matter of sliding this back into place and then clipping the locking mechanism back down. And then you simply repeat this for drives 2, 3 and 4. And you can populate these at a later date. You don't have to populate them straight away. So you could perhaps start with 2 hard drives and then add hard drive number 3 and 4 at a later date. Now, around the back of the TS-451, it's very neatly set out. We've got a large fan in the middle here. This is used for cooling the internal hard drives and the internal components. We've got a Kensington lock just down here so we can tether it to a desk. We have also got an Hdmi output. This is absolutely fantastic because the TurboNAS TS-451 actually transcodes full HD videos on the fly or offline. And then you can play those 1080p videos with 7.1 channel surround pass through this Hdmi output. We've also got a couple of gigabit Ethernet ports, a couple of normal speed USB 2 ports, a high speed USB 3 port, and last but not least the connection for the included power supply. Now, with the QNAP TS-451, you can already install 4 3.5 inch SATA hard drives or 2.5 inch solid state drives if you so choose. Now with 3.5-inch SATA hard drives, you already got quite a large capacity there using up these 4 bays. But if you do ever run out of storage, you can expand it up to a further 72 terabytes with an optional QNAP expansion enclosure, model number UX800P. Now the whole of the QNAP range is very flexible indeed. You can access all of your files stored on here, even on mobile devices. And the utilities that you can install are extremely useful. You can even implement a time machine backup if you're working within an Apple environment, or even a NAS to NAS backup, which I personally use in my backup strategy. And finally, there's the App Center, which offers many installable apps to further extend the QNAP's functionality. Now with the TurboNAS TS-451, I found the performance to be very good indeed. I love the build quality, I love the styling, and it really does fit well into the small office environment. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have, please do hit that like button. Please do check out the links in the video description, and I'll see you all in another video soon on the Geekanoids channel.